Yeah. Check it out. So, y'all want to hear real propaganda? You want to see how it really works? You know what I'm saying? You can see homeboy this and homeboy that shoot up this, that, and the third, right? But then when it comes to the brother, check this out. It say New York City drops charges against rapper accused of shooting police officer. So you know what that means. You know who's upset about that. They dropped the charges on a rapper. The rapper's the scum of the earth. He got rapping. Anyway, we'll be right back on Keep It P podcast, man.
Music teaser. Music TV.
Yes, this is the Keep It P podcast where we take news, situations, everyday occurrences, and indeed we show how one could have and could not have been keeping it P. And I am not trying to tell you what to think. I am trying to show you how to think. That is the reason why I bust down the articles the way that I do. And this one, they seem pretty upset. Make sure you coming in the house and you hitting that like button. Make sure you share this program because YouTube ain't messing with no black empowerment. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So the funny thing about this one is that they are super hot doodle mad that Cubs couldn't get prosecuted. It says the New York City Law Department announced Friday that charges against a 16-year-old rapper accused of notice what you won't hear. A 16-year-old rapper accused of shooting a police officer have been dropped, saying that the teen cannot be prosecuted. Where's allegedly? They love throwing allegedly around. You don't hear allegedly nowhere. It says Camrin Williams, aka also known as stage name C Blue, allegedly shot a police officer. There you go. Okay. Allegedly shot a police officer who responded to reports of an unruly crowd at the Lorillard Place near East 187th Street on January 18th. The teen would not remove his hands from his pocket, and a struggle with the police officers ensued. The gun Williams was holding discharged during the struggle, striking and wounding the 27-year-old NYPD police officer Kaseem Pennant and hitting the teenager in the groin as well. The law department did not say why the charges had been dropped, according to the New York Post, and that's the problem. See, they would not say why the charges wasn't dropped. Probably because they was doing something foul to the little boy, and they got a video camera, his body camera on, of them doing something foul, and instead of it turned into a bigger lawsuit for the little boy, they just dropped the charges, hoping that they're gonna run away. But if homeboy still got like some story to try to suit, I would say, fam, you need to go ahead and pursue that and don't let him get away because you got him scared. But anyway, just because the city could not prosecute doesn't mean the individual should not have been carrying an illegal weapon, a weapon which contributed to both of him and the officer being shot, the department said in a statement obtained by the outlet. Pursuant to the family court, the case law is now sealed and we are unable to say more about the matter. Why is the case law automatically sealed? See that? You know what? I'm calling all type of Gordon's fish sticks, and let's slather that with a little bit of mayo because somebody's lying. It says before the alleged shooting, Williams already had a gun possession arrest on his record from 2020 and was placed on probation as a juvenile in a case last year. Well, there goes the demonization. They wanted to make sure that they now notice how they want to all of a sudden they picked this case out of them all where an officer happens to get shot. They trying to demonize him enough. They basically saying he's black. He should He should go down. Anyway, it says Williams made headlines in January when he used an advance on his contract with Interscope to post his $250,000 bond. They mad about that too. They mad about that too. We tried to get him and he actually has the means to get away. It says, however, shortly after posting the bail, Williams found himself back in juvenile court. The family court hearing found that he had violated probation in the earlier case by allegedly possessing a firearm and shooting Officer Prasad, reported. NYPD Police Benevolent Association, which always lies and explains for the police. President Patrick J. Lynch blasted the decision to drop the charges against William in the shooting case. Of course he blasted that, because he's mad. You don't want nobody to get nothing over the cops. This is absurd decision. This absurd decision should outrage every New Yorker who wants to get illegal guns off the street. Y'all wasn't saying that when what about Kyle Rittenhouse's illegal gun? You know, he got his gun illegally because he wasn't he got it through a third party. But you know, rules off the table for that. Since he did it, everybody can do it. It says there's no dispute that this individual was carrying a illegal gun for the second time. If perps like this face absolutely no consequences, even after shooting a cop, we ask, why bother out there to even get us to get the guns at all? Shut up, you little whiny little batch. Why even send us out there to get it? No, if I can't crack skulls and be anti-black and live up to being the slave catcher that I am, then why am I even doing this job? You buster. Anyway, I wanted to highlight this one because, you know, this is one of those classic cases of ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. You was probably doing something illegal, and that young brother was probably protecting himself, and he accidentally shot himself while shooting you. Straight like that. Because it's always their word against ours, and I don't believe nothing that they said. I'm always to totally believe that there was nefarious activity going on, and that y'all was forcing that boy to defend himself against a life and death situation. He was probably going to die. It was probably going to be him dead versus you getting shot. I take it that way. I'd rather go back to court, if you ask me. Anyway, I ain't going to hold you, but I'm going to mold you, fold you, scold you about being on code. These beats are whack. They must have paid their little cousin to like make some beats and throw them on their little program for them. Man, Restream, if y'all need some beats, man, come holler at me, man. This shit's garbage. Anyway, listen to that. Somebody like, man, that slap, you tripping. That slaps right there. Yeah, if you like retarded rap. Anyway, love, peace, blessings, and aloha. And make sure you tell everybody in the world to go sign this petition so we can get them numbers up. We almost at the 100 too, for sure.
Be one to the family. This is Kendra Blackwood of Hot Lava Music TV and the Hot Lava Media Group. And I come to you today with an urgent call to action. And with that being said, this petition is to demand the US government immediately make anti-black racism a public health crisis is now an active campaign at change.org. And after this message, I'm going to need you to go over there and show your support. Right after you smash that like and subscribe if you have not already. Make sure you hit that bell for notifications. It doesn't cost you a thing. Now, this is a petition to demand cash reparations for foundational Black Americans addressing two critical components. So what is anti-Black racism? Anti-Black racism is defined here as policies and practices rooted in American institutions such as government, finance, education, healthcare, and justice that mirror and reinforce economic deprivation, racially targeted laws, beliefs, attitudes, prejudice, stereotyping and/or discrimination toward foundational Black Americans. What is a public health crisis, you ask? Well, a health crisis or public health crisis is a difficult situation or complex health system that affects humans in one or more geographic areas, from a particular locality to encompass the entire planet. Health crises generally have significant impacts on community health, loss of life, and on the economy. and ultimately the solution to the problem. It is imperative that the United States government declare anti-black racism a public health crisis for foundational black Americans. In 2020, as a community, Asian Americans experienced only 287 hate crimes nationwide. However, FBA in the same year suffered 2,871 reported hate crimes. As we know, those are just the reported accounts according to the F.B.I. As foundational black Americans, we know that the number should reach in the billions daily. This resulted in a 94-1 unanimous decision to pass into law an anti-Asian hate crime provision to make Asian a protected class. With anti-black racism being thousands of times more prevalent and permeating within the fabric of America, we ask that you sign this petition to say we are sick of studies and commissions to study forums and meaningless holidays and nothing burger symbolic gestures. We demand the U.S. government to urgently disperse the first initial reparations cash payment of $20 trillion to the surviving descendants of American chattel slavery. AKA, cut the damn check. And I mean that. Jack. On my ancestors for real for real. I proudly digress. Anyway. Check out the new Slave Patrol documentary. Pull up season on you sucker MCs. Don't forget to join us on Patreon. I got 4 words for you. Go grab a shirt. And love, peace, blessings and Meloa. Be
Be careful for her love, she like.
Hey, Riri.
Hey, Rihanna. Hey, girl, how you doing? I'm into you like Trump's in the boat. And I know that might sound a little confusing.
Call me when you need a friend. Call me when you need someone to come through with that loving baby, baby. I'll be the one to hit it from the back. You be putting on my body, baby. There ain't no need to answer the phone, 'cause I got you where I need you, baby. Face down in the bed, and we